Good day, collective. It's your girl Soraya coming to you with today's word. This word today, y'all. I was 42 years old, and last week took for me to realize. The message is you got to clean your house before you build it. You hear me? Let me say it again. You got to clean your house before you build it. You got to clean up your energetic residue that is within you, within your womb, within your sacral, within your root, within your heart, within your energetic field, within your home, within the people you got around you, within the distortions and the illusions that clog your third eye intuition, that siphon the energy that connects you to the divine and God through your crown. You got to clear that clutter to build and manifest. Because you can't build anything on a solid foundation when it has no foundation that's actually steady and firm. When it's shaky, when it's built on illusions, when it's built on lies, when it's built on distortion, when it's built on expectations, when it's not built on truth. And I'm not gonna knock myself. I'm not going to punish myself because you don't know what you don't know until you remember what you know. And I've been remembering a whole lot, y'all, about who I am as a divine being of the Most High God. And I remember that I was lost, that I was in captivity, that my freedom was restricted because of the programming of this dark matrix, this world. That I was conditioned, even when I was born, to be free and to know I had no limits, and that the world was me to create, and that life was my canvas. That over time I was conditioned and programmed to forget that. And that I realized that I flipped it when I got older, became a teenager and older, where I let the external world convince me that I had to rely on everything external of me to build my dream, to become who I was supposed to be. I forgot that I was the creator, that I was the center, that I was the center, I was the sun and everything orbited around me. That I was the creator of my life, that what was internally within me would reflect to my outside world. The micro to the macro, y'all. The law of correspondence. I forgot that principle. And because of that, I lost myself. I lost what grounded me. I lost what made me unique, what made me creative, what made me expressive, what made me happy, what brought me joy, what gave me peace, what gave me satisfaction, what made me excited, that made me feel. I lost that when I got older. But now I'm remembering that in order for me to truly build, y'all, because my life has been miraculous. Truly, truly, truly. A life from rag, not to riches. I never achieved riches, y'all. I've just had tons of opportunity as a child, as a person, by all accounts, that was not supposed to have the kind of opportunities that I've had. But like, in this process, I now realize that I had to get rid of all my expectations of performance and of like other people outside of myself, my lies I told myself, the illusions I told myself, like I couldn't raise children by myself, or that I couldn't be a good mother, or that I needed a man to make me happy, or that I never would, be independently good by myself, or enough to take care of myself, or that I'll always do all the work and not get all the credit, and that I don't ever get what I want. When reality is I get everything that I desire and want, and that and that I will live a life of lack, when actually God has promised me a life of abundance, just like he has done everyone else. But we lock ourselves in that lack mentality, in that lack mindset, and it's hard to get out of that once you're in it, because it's your mindset. And when you don't start aligning your everyday actions to really bring in and magnetize that abundance, it's hard unless you have the commitment to do the work. And I had to go through fire and back to get to this point, y'all. I had to learn my lesson plus some. I had to get burned. I had to go through hard times. I am going through hard times. But now I clearly see the empire, the legacy, the new earth that we all have to build. We cannot build it unless we're really true to ourselves, unless we are truthful to ourselves, unless we base everything upon love and not fear. We have to change how we operate, our operating system. We have to upload into the frequency of the Most High God and be in full alignment and flow with the ebb and flow of the universe, with God, moving together, not separately. If I'm off, God's gonna let me know. And if I'm, and if God is not moving in a way conducive, I'm gonna let God know. Having that relationship, having that everyday conversation, having that everyday feeling of warmth and being held and honored and looked after, always by the Most High God, the Most High God, the Father and the Mother. You hear me? The Eternal Mother. Like, it takes time. And some people are already there in their remembrance journey, and others are just beginning their path. But I'm here to say to all of you, I love you, and I'm here to be of any assistance, to share what I know, to help you reflect, because you are your own hero, y'all. Like, everybody's looking outside of themselves to save, for someone else to save them. Christ save us, God save us, other leaders save us, but we are the heroes. We are each human. Every person has the divine spark of God in them. Every human. That is what Christ died for, is so that you can have the Holy Spirit inside of you, the divine intuition, the link to God. You have the option to remember. You have the divine spark in you. You just need to clear the clutter. So what does that mean? What does clear the clutter mean? That means if you've been living a life based on illusions, if you've been lying to yourself about anything about yourself, about how you behave, how you think, how you conduct yourself, if your mind is in a negative mindset, if you are doing any substances that open you up to negative frequencies in spirits like alcohol or any other substances that make you have depression or anxiety, or if you're in negative relationships that keep you unaligned or low frequency, or if you're in situations or jobs where you don't feel satisfaction or not at ease, or you feel like you're not living a life of purpose, a life of passion, a life of creativity, then you need to honestly start thinking about what one thing you can do to shift energetically and physically every day. Not to do it all at once, just one thing. Pick one thing you want to focus on and start working on that one thing and build from there. And I'm saying, if there are certain things that are not aligned to you, clearing the clutter, cleaning your house so you can build your house, then it doesn't necessarily mean, if you're married, I'm gonna just get divorced tomorrow. But what it does mean is that you need to start thinking about what doesn't make you happy about that person, about that relationship, and whatever aspects of that relationship are not making you happy. You need to make a decision, a firm, committed decision, that if those specific aspects of things that are making you unhappy, taking away your peace, taking away your joy, disrupting the peace of your home or the safety of your kids or the safety of yourself or your lack of satisfaction, then you need to address those things with that person. And if they can't choose to grow with you, you do not delay your growth based on them. Doesn't mean that you stop loving them, but it does mean that you choose yourself and to evolve. That's just one example. I hope this is helpful. I hope this resonates. Let's grow and let's build collective